We proceed to pass time by just sitting around and doing nothing in particular. I lie down and continue reading a novel I'm halfway done with. Reen sits at my desk, rummaging and rooting through the drawers with a serious look on her face. She abruptly jerks her head up and says,
Shu-san, don't you have a secret diary hidden away somewhere?
Of course I don't. Come on, Reen, don't be pawing through other people's desks without permission. Finally, the time of my appointment with Kazuna draws near. I say to Reen, Sorry, Reen, I'm going to have a guest over soon, so if you got no business here, then...
Ah, that's right. I do have some business.
She shoves her face close to mine.
Yeah. Actually, it's some super important business.
Really? She forcefully pushes me onto my back. I suddenly find myself prostrate with Reen bending over me. Reen? I hear the rustling of her clothes. The white skin of her breasts peeks out at me. I'm completely enveloped by her sweet scent.
Remember what you said yesterday, Shu-san? I want to thank you, so I'll give you anything you want.
She whispers into my ear. Her soft, moist breath brushes against the nape of my neck. I didn't exactly mean anything.
Shu-san?
She's got a bewitching, teasing smile. It's the kind of face she normally never shows to me. It's a smile that ensnares the hearts of men and brings them to their knees. Come on, suddenly making a face like this is totally unfair.
You know what I want, right?
Her slender fingers trace their way across my cheek. Her knee brushes against my crotch. Yikes! Looks like she discovered me pitching a tent. My sense of rationality is crumbling. I slowly extend my hands towards Reen.
Phew! I appreciate you doing this today. Kohzuki Kazuna, fired up and reporting for duty. Let's give it our best shot and search for my sister today, Shugo-san.
Kazuna suddenly freezes. And then, she opens up her mouth wide and screams. No! Well, yeah. Our tongues are intertwined, Reen is bending over me with her kimono open, and I'm reaching for her boobs. I can't blame her for thinking that we're right in the middle of the act. But truth be told, I totally didn't intend on doing it, okay? Guys always use that excuse. "10 minutes later. After everybody has calmed down, we sit there, one man, two women. As for what happened in the last 10 minutes, I'll just have to ask you to imagine it from the now spectacularly destroyed sliding door.
Well, sorry about that. Now that I think about it, you said you had a guest coming, right?
Reen laughs as though nothing has happened. Women.
Shugo-san! I'm super disappointed. Shugo-san, you really live in this place because you enjoy losing yourself to your lewd sexual urges, right?
Lewd sexual urges.
Reen smirks.
What's so funny about that?
Uh-oh, Kazuna's getting riled up again. I frantically try to explain. Kazuna, it's all a misunderstanding. Wait, it's not like you and I have that kind of relationship, so there's no need for me to explain this anyway.
Huh?
But really, you've got the wrong idea. The entire year I've been living here, I haven't laid a finger on any of the girls at the Yukishiro. It's a custom, a throwback from the olden days of brothels. Males living in the brothel were prohibited from touching any of the girls on the grounds that it would interfere with their work. Well, it's not like I work at the Yukishiro. But that's why I usually try to avoid them when I feel the desire come upon me. What, nobody believes me?
Then just what was going on earlier?
The way Shusan used his tongue was so passionate.
How do I explain this? I was going to stop soon. I just miscalculated. Let's just treat this as an exception and pretend it never happened. You're bound to have one or two close calls if you live in this kind of environment. It takes a virtuous man to stop at that point. The looks they're giving me are painful. It looks like my particular brand of virtues isn't exactly their cup of tea. I guess a man who stands up for himself often ends up standing alone. In the hustle and bustle of Ueno, neither of us utters a single word. Kazuna walks along ahead of me, slightly to my left. I get the feeling she's still kind of disgusted. Wait a second, why the heck is she all angry? Kazuna and Rin had distanced themselves from me and held a whispered conversation for a short while. I caught random snippets of their talk, mainly the words dishonest, hypocrite, and enemy of womankind. Women always start to conspire with each other in these situations. That's why they're all big. After a short amount of time had passed.
Okay, thank you so much. I've learned a lot.
Sure, you'll be fine, Kazuna-chan. I'm rooting for you.
It looked like they just about wrapped things up, though I had no idea what they were discussing. After exchanging a friendly, firm handshake with Rin, Kazuna turned and regarded me with a look of pure disdain.
Well then, shall we go search for my sister? Are you ready to go? What was your name? Pervasaki-san. Oh, whoops, my mistake. Takashiro-san, right?
Wait, there wasn't even a single character from my name in there. What the hell? Kazuna? Being sarcastic? Disconcerted, I stood up. Okay, let's get going. And here we are yet again in the midst of the throng. I've practically drowned myself in my thoughts. Does this mean Kazuna likes me since she got so pissed over seeing me and Rin fooling around? There's no other explanation for her behavior. No, that's ridiculous. I frantically pushed the notion aside. Even though Kazuna is somewhat airheaded, she's still the beautiful daughter of a well-to-do family. Besides, she's a hot and upcoming actress in her field. There's absolutely no way she'd have a crush on an idiotic and jobless, nearly 30-year-old guy like me. Well, I don't know. Kazuna, walking in front of me, comes to a halt while I'm engrossed in my trivial thoughts.
I have a question.
Sure. Preoccupied as I am with my thinking, I'm caught completely off guard. What is it?
What kind of relationship do you have going on with Rin-san?
The trivial matter Kazuna is forcefully interrogating me about is pretty much what I was just pondering. Let's see. I get along fine with Rin, but we're just friends. Yeah, even though we were tongue wrestling. Does that have something to do with Kazuna's sullen mood? I knew it. Okay, I think it's best to just give her a reply that will settle things. Let's hope this is the best choice. Let's see. I've known her for a long time, so she's like family. Kinda like a precious little sister to me. Oh, what a nice young family man I must seem. That'll leave her with a great impression of me.
Oh, so that's how it is. So you like doing that kind of rough play with your precious little sister, huh, Shugo-san?
Ah, shit. I just dug my own grave.
A sexual pioneer. Jeez, what did I get myself into?
Wait. Kazuna's mood doesn't improve until we leave downtown. Afterward, we visit Aoimachi, continuing our investigation from yesterday. I suddenly halt. Something doesn't feel right. The aura here has changed somehow. There's something odd about these mud-splattered streets and the people walking down them. On the surface, it looks no different from how it did when we came here yesterday. However...
Shugo-san, something's not right.
Sensing the strange aura has caused Kazuna to return to her normal self. Yeah, I know what you mean. And the origin of that feeling of unease is the scathing glares of the inhabitants of this area. A squinty-eyed man that walks by us, an old crone sitting on the side of the road, a skinny girl holding a baby, a gloomy old man holding a bottle of booze. The stares come from the alleys, from behind storm shutters, from around corners, from beneath caps pulled down low over faces. What on earth is going on? All of their eyes are focused on us. Everybody in this place is staring at us. At least, that's the way it feels. I have no idea why, but the fact remains that this area has clearly changed. Kazuna. I gently tug Kazuna's sleeve and try to shield her from all the prying eyes. After a moment's hesitation, she approaches me. I know this might be unpleasant, but it's best if you don't wander far from my side until we leave this area. I whisper to her.
No, it's not exactly unpleasant, but...
Kazuna's voice is even more of a strained whisper than mine.
Thank you very much, Shugo-san.
She latches onto my arm strongly. We've arrived at the place where I'm supposed to meet Toji. My friend of few words is standing there, puffing away on a cigarette. Sorry, did we make you wait? There are several cigarette butts scattered on the ground at her feet. Toji shakes her head curtly and says,
Let's go. This is no place to talk.
She stalks off, leading the way. We leave the slums behind us and return to Ueno Station. I'm finally able to breathe a sigh of relief. The searching looks from earlier have vanished. They had felt so palpable, it was as though their eyes were crawling over my skin. I'm back in familiar territory now. On the way here, Kazuna happily introduced herself to Toji. She told her new friend about her job, her dreams, and the reason why she was working together with me. Kazuna blabbered on animatedly without even being asked. I'm sure Toji looked a bit odd with her one arm and white hair, but Kazuna was completely unfazed. Toji just looks at me, surprised. Most people take a step back the moment they lay eyes on Toji's figure. That's probably why she finds Kazuna's behavior so remarkable. Well, that's just how she is. Sorry about that.
Nah.
Toji replies, wearing a carefully guarded expression.
What's the matter, you guys?
Toji's annoyed by your chattering. I take the opportunity to tease Kazuna, but then...
No, he's wrong. I'm not annoyed at all.
Toji immediately denies it.
I don't mind if you keep talking some more.
Okay.
Kazuna cocks her head curiously as she gauges Toji's reaction. I chuckle to myself. Well. It seems that Toji's taken quite a shine to Kazuna. Well then, after we've settled into our seats at Milk Hall, I asked Toji what her business is.
Did you notice how they acted?
I presume she's asking me about the slums. To be honest, it certainly was disturbing. The way Toji speaks is a bit clipped. She can be hard to follow at times. Huh? Yeah, I did. I ponder things for a second and continue. I felt people staring at us while we were walking. It wasn't any individual in particular, but rather as if all the people from that part of town had their eyes fixed on us. Toji nods silently. Did Toji call us out there just so we could experience that? If that's the case, you know something. What is it, Toji? She then informs us calmly.
You guys are being targeted by the hand of death.
What? Toji, why us? I lose my composure and jump at her.
Shugo, take a seat. We won't get anything done if you're going to get all hot-headed.
Toji never once loses her cool. Her boldness is kind of aggravating. Kazuna turns towards us and speaks up.
May I ask a question?
She asks, her hand raised timidly.
This hand of death sounds kind of mysterious and scary. What exactly is it?
Her words cast a pall over the conversation. Kazuna has a look that says, "Huh? Did I say something wrong?" written all over her face. She looks back and forth between Toji and me. Seeing Kazuna like that makes me realize how idiotic I was for getting overexcited. Toji's absolutely correct. There's no point getting riled up right now. Well, you see, the hand of death is... All the tension drains out of my body. It's an underground syndicate headquartered in the Ueno area. I guess you could think of them as being similar to the Yakuza. Toji is one of their leaders.
Wow, a leader? You're amazing, Toji-san!
It seems that Kazuna's admiration is somewhat misguided.
I hate dealing with people. They just stuck this title on me.
Toji makes a frustrated face. Toji, a conscientious person, is often at odds with the way her organization will resort to any means necessary to get things done. But why is the Hand of Death after us? I can tell you right now that your group won't gain anything by targeting Kazuna and me. Toji nods and continues.
That's right. Let's get down to business.
She then pulls out a single photograph from her pocket. The platters of food are lined up one after the other on top of the table. Kazuna is overwhelmed by the mere sight of all this cuisine. There's even a stream of drool hanging from her half-open mouth.
What's wrong? Dig in.
Okay, then Toji-san,
Kazuna is so overjoyed she can't even form a coherent sentence. Well, she did tell me she was poor. I didn't think she'd be this famished, though. Is being an actress really that unprofitable?
Toji-san, you're super amazing to be able to order all this extravagant food without batting an eyelash. I'll remember this moment for the rest of my life.
I listen in on the peaceful conversation between the budding actress and the prodigy of the underworld as I sip my coffee.
Don't worry about it. My line of work is rather profitable.
Really? ask you something?
Go ahead.
Okay, I've been wondering this since earlier. Toji-san, what kind of work do you normally do?
I manage gambling establishments, assist in fights, provide bodyguard services, collect protection money, lots of stuff.
Oh, sounds like you must be pretty busy all the time. Thanks for taking your time to do this then. You wanted to talk to me and Shugo-san because you were concerned about us, right?
Well...
Kazuna stares straight at Toji.
Toji-san, you're such a kind person.
Toji turns away, speechless. Whoa there, she's blushing?
What's so funny, Shugo?
Nothing at all. Toji glares at me. Gods, her face is scary. My apologies. Pay no heed to me. Please enjoy your conversation, ladies. I apologize to her respectfully.
Did you just say, ladies?
I can feel her gaze growing more intense.
Were you referring to me, Shugo?
Whoa, I didn't make a mistake there, Toji. You're a girl too.
You guys! Is it my fault you're getting all hostile?
No, that's not it. It's not your fault, Kazuna.
Toji quickly denies it.
Oh.
Kazuna cocks her head in confusion. Ah, right. Toji's pretty cute when she's like this. Chuckling, I take a look down at the photograph by my hand. Toji's opened up a whole new can of worms for us. Because right there in the center of the photograph is Kohzuki Yura. As I gaze at Kohzuki Yura's photograph, I remember what just happened.
Sis?
The moment Kazuna laid eyes on the photograph, her voice fell sharply. She looked clearly different than the girl in the photographs I got from Kazuna yesterday. Her physique, perhaps? The photographs I saw yesterday depicted Yura from 5 years ago before she vanished. But this photo... Was this taken recently? She looked quite grown up. Perhaps around the same height as Kazuna, maybe a little taller. I wasn't surprised she'd grown. It'd been 5 years, after all. Please explain, Toji. What's the meaning of this?
Let's see.
Toji started speaking in a matter-of-fact tone. The girl in the photo was a mistress that one of the leaders of the Hand of Death kept. Her name, Hio.
Naturally, nobody believed that was her real name.
Before anyone realized it, the man had adopted Hio as his mistress.
It took some crazy things to turn that guy on. He tormented Hio night and day. She must have had some guts to put up with his twisted fetishes.
But one morning, she just vanished. He went mad and searched the entire mansion. Unable to find her, he ordered his subordinates to comb the Ueno area.
That happened 2 weeks ago. This photo was passed around when the search began. It's been circling around Ueno.
Come to think of it, 2 weeks ago was when that girl resembling Yura was spotted in an alley in Aoimachi. Okay, I see where you're going with this. I recalled the way people had stared us down today. That area of town is part of the Hand of Death's turf. I see, so it was because we just showed up there with a picture of a girl that looked like her. The informants I met with yesterday probably passed on the details of our conversations to the Hand of Death. Kazuna's appearance in particular. The more you looked at her, the more she seemed a mirror image of the girl in the photograph. It was no surprise the syndicate had its eyes on her.
I can hear. Are you saying that Hyo-san person might be my sister?
Kazuna wore a troubled expression on her face. Well, I couldn't blame her to have unexpected news about your sister being, of all things, a Yakuza's mistress. I could understand how confused she must have been feeling as well. But to actually be involved with the Hand of Death. She was dressed like a shrine maiden, well, in dirty clothes similar to what they would wear. She wasn't wearing a coat, even in this cold weather. Toji, what kind of clothes did Hyo have on when she disappeared?
I believe they were just normal Western-style clothes. What of it?
I'm just curious. One more thing. How were her eyes?
What do you mean, how?
She wasn't blind or anything?
I never heard of anything to that effect. Besides, Hyo was always locked up in that man's private chambers. There weren't many people in the mansion who got a proper look at her. There's no way to know whether she was able to see or not.
I see. The information I'd gathered from 2 days of investigation had given rise to new images of Kohzuki Yura inside my head. I had memories from 7 years ago, the eyewitness account of her in the slums, and Keiichiro's description of his daughter. And now I had information from Toji regarding her stint as a mistress in the Hand of Death. While those images increased the number of leads we had, they also served to make things more fuzzy and unclear. Something about this bugged me. It just didn't add up. After I spent a while deep in thought, Toji spoke again.
Now, it's my turn to ask some questions.
Project.
Women always start to conspire with each other in these situations. That's why they're all bitches.